Let me give you another name. Legit.
Ah, the only other man besides you and Freddie that I desire in an underwear with little white socks is legit.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Legit of Artie and Legit. I just want to say a special shout out to Artie. He's my partner in crime. We've been through a lot of experience. A lot of people that have chilled with me and Artie could tell you the fun we have and the many stories we have. Yeah, Artie's a great guy. And also, I have to say thank you to Artie and his wife. They're the ones that named me Legit. They are the reason why Legit is here. So I thank you for making Artie Legit. And working with him is a blast, man. Artie knows I got his back 100%. Not only am I his best friend, but we're like brothers. So, and he's family to me. So I love you, Artie. You know all the stories we have. I can't tell them all here, but it's good. I'm blessed to have you as my friend, brother. Love you, man. Peace.
Okay, so he does bubble baths and he likes red M&Ms. He does. He's when I use the word brother, it encompasses everything. It encompasses the fact that he moved me to the Bronx, me and my wife. He was there and he stood up for me when others were saying, "Hey, you need to leave the guy alone." Um, he actually stood with me and said, "Hey, me and Artie sing together, so no matter what."
Mhm.
To this day, there are plans happening, and he won't drop me, just like I wouldn't drop him. Whatever we do, we have to be present. It's an Artie and Legit thing, and so that man is just brother. If he was blood, if he was born from the same mother, we'd probably hate each other. But he's amazing. He looks great in shorts when he sleeps at night. Uh, when he gets out of the shower and he's all glistening, I'm like, sweetie, I mean, I wish you had ovaries. But
I love,
he's a,
I love, I
I
love
love
spending time with
working
you
with him.
guys here. It was a
Yeah,
tradition for
I
you guys to
it
come
is.
here every year, just just that one day and hours of spending time with Artie and Legit together. Let me ask you, and you don't have to share the story if you don't want to. You've shared it before on the previous podcast, but do you remember our trip to Walmart?
uh man, let me tell you something. Legit cried. Legit cried. He was dying all the way home.
Do you know
I
that
love Walmart.
you look like an innocent kid that got caught with his hand in the cookie jar?
I Dude, you don't understand. To offend somebody takes a lot for me to do. So I'm in Walmart. I'm going by. The signs are like really high. I'm only 5'4". The signs are way up there. I'm not even looking at the signs. I'm looking at where it says, bathroom. So I go into the bathroom and there's nobody in the bathroom. There's nobody there. So I casually sit down, but I said, wow, this bathroom looks really pretty. It looks so nice. It has curtains and flowers and everything. And I'm like, I just had to do my business. I had to sit down and just relax and read the newspaper.
Ooh, B.
All of a sudden, I see a pair of beautiful slippers. I'm like, yo, this dude wears some really gorgeous slippers. I mean, he's sitting next to me, has flowers, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold it. Why would this guy? And he has some really nice feet. I'm like, okay, cool. I guess we're sharing the stall. So I keep pushing, and then all of a sudden, I go, wait a minute, hold it. Pink, lavender colors, flowers. I straightened out to get myself cleaned up. I opened up the door, and all of a sudden, there's a girl sitting on a chair. She goes, "Oh my god!" I went, "Oh my god!" We went, "Oh my god!" together 3 times. And I said, I'm actually looking at her. She's looking at me, and we're going, "Oh my god! Oh my god!" I'm like, "I'm so sorry. Oh my god! I got to get out of here." The lady got out of the stall, looked at me, and went, "Oh my god!" I went, "Oh my god!" So I ran out. I'm zippering my pants as I run out, and I'm going to the parking lot. So I'm like, I don't know Massachusetts law. I don't have to get arrested just for walking in one. I'm like, oh my God, I need to go to. Let me go to the parking lot. I told them, please get the hell out of here. Let's
I
get
want to
out of here.
say, that when we found you, you had I believe it was a red hat on, and your face matched the hat of him, and it was like half pale, half red, and you were hiding behind the driver's side rear view mirror, and you were like, can we get out of here? And then he jumps in the car and he's hiding. It was funny, but I understand. I completely
I
understand.
was so I felt so sad because we actually, me and those girls said, "Oh my God!" like 3 times. We actually looked at each other. It looked like a movie.
Yes.
I was like, "Oh my God!" And then I turn around, lady gets out. I'm going, "Oh my God!" And we're all saying, "Oh my God!" at the same time, and nobody's yelling for the cops. I said, "Let me get the hell out of here." So I
The
call legit, please come out, please come out. Let's get
legit
out of here.
legit is such a great bodyguard, great person. Um, just a person that always likes to fight for what's right, and that's something that
Yeah.
I completely admire from him. The fact that he's always fighting for the right thing, especially for you, because he's not going to allow anyone to disrespect you. And there were a few times where I got people upset, and they were like, "We're going to send legit to beat you up," and he's like, "No, no, we're not." I'm like, do you know I love this guy? So big shout out going out to Legit. The album with Artie and Legit, and the Legit dance with the one. This is him behind you. Um, it's it brings back great memories, and I'm hoping to go back to memory lane on this episode and show some of the footage that we have throughout the years. If they haven't been spliced in already, they should be on here. And also look at the end of the episode for more videos and fun stuff, because to see you running around the stage and jumping off and hugging on 350-pound women and making them special,
Oh,
making them feel special, to me it's pretty amazing.
What can I say about Artie Rodriguez? That probably nobody has said. The man has been in business for over 30 years. Over 30 years. I mean, I think he was in the Saturday Night Live movie. If you see his promo picture when he first started, he looked like he just came out of Saturday Night Fever with John Travolta. But known the man since '97 and started working with him ending of '97 to '98. It's been an honor, a pleasure to call him my big brother. He's been more than a brother to me. He's been there from my kids being born to the burying my brothers. Um, Talented, amazing writer, amazing producer. Deserves more credit than what people actually give him. And with that being said, I love you, Artie Rodriguez. I'm here and honored to celebrate you, my brother. Know that I'm always going to be here and have your back all the way. I love you, man.
Alex Zuniga of Latin Nation. What do you think about? I get this sense of loyalty when he talks about you. How did that come about? What are your feelings when I say Alex Zuniga of Latin Nation?
we started working in '98, if I'm not mistaken. And one of the things I liked about Alex was that he was very in tune with with advice and going forward and getting better and better at what he was doing. And with him and his brothers, um, Alex is an amazing soul. The word brother also applies in this directive. He has an amazing voice. He has a novelty voice, if you will. It's a one of a kind. You can always tell what an Alex Zuniga record is because you know the sound of his voice. And so I banked on that. So we're going to bank on that. We're going to make people remember your name and the style in which you sing. And I want you to sing that way. That has to be that way. And he's kept it that way. Um, with him, it's always laughter. Uh,
Hey, what's up? I'm Willie Valentin.
And this is Poze.
Whoa, that's the man. But we're here to talk about the other man, right?
That's right. That's right.
So, we have a mutual friend, and I know you guys know who he is also. He's a talented record producer, artist, writer, remixer, engineer. I know this person for many years. And let's put the music to the side. He's a great guy, great friend, a person that you can trust and know that when you leave the room, he's not going to say anything he wouldn't say to your face. And that person is Artie Rodriguez. So I just want to share a little bit about my thoughts about Artie, experiences in the past. I've known Artie since I was a teenager. I looked up to him. Remember going to clubs and seeing him perform. He had these beautiful dancers. I'm like, I want to be like that dude, and got to be friends with him. We worked together. He wrote a song for me about my wife, produced it. It's called How I Love Thee. So thank you, Artie, for doing that. But not only that, thank you for being a good friend. Artie's the type of person that will reach out to you, see how you're doing, and just it's not all about the music. It's about the person, and he's a very spiritual person. And I got to say, I really have a lot of love, and I love you, Artie, and I have a lot of love for him. I got to say, and I'm hoping to have this friendship last until we're old and gray. But you're already there, though. I'm just kidding, Artie. Poze, what you got?
So I just wanted to say, Artie Rodriguez is so super gifted. I mean, the guy, I know him by his words. His actions, they coincide with each other. And I gotta say, man, every time that I want to talk to Artie just always makes himself available. Even in his busiest days, Artie always comes up and makes that little small time, even if it's just 1 minute. He's gonna give you that little attention, or he's gonna give you some kind of attention. But he is super gifted, and so on so many levels as an announcer. I mean, this guy is a preacher, man. This guy really knows his stuff, and he really values God to the T.
Yep.
So I gotta say, Artie, you're amazing, and yo, we love you, man. Thank you.
Artie, we love you, man. And more success, more health, and happiness to you. We wish you all the best. And it's not a birthday thing. It's just more, hey, we're talking about our good friend, and we're honoring our very good friend and person that we love.
Willie Valentin, there's a song that you wrote for his wedding called How I Love Thee. It became the wedding song of wedding songs because of the church bells and the writing. So when you think of Willie Valentin, Cynthia Figueroa, what comes to mind?
I was at the concert that you had. It was out there in Springfield, and Cynthia was singing, and the eyes on Willie when he looked at her hit me, and from that day, I had How I Love Thee. Let me count the ways, because he looked very poetic at that moment, and I said, there is nothing that exists for this man, because right now his focus is totally on this beautiful woman that is beside him, that loves him, that adores him, and he adores her. And so the sincerity and the intensity in which he was looking at her totally took me to that How I Love Thee title. I didn't have any melody line, but I went home after that. The next day, I came up with a melody line. And I said, hey, Willie, I really would like for you to come here and try and sing this song. There were twofold reasons for that. One was so that anybody who wants to pin us against each other can kiss my ass. And the other thing is that two individuals can actually get along, although we're in a competitive market, can actually get along and be human.
Yes.
And so when he came here, he actually heard the words in the song and everything. And I said, come on down. I would love for you to sing this, because it's for your wife. I need you to really do this. And he came down, he was very happy. We had a great session. He learned the Artie echo that I did.
Yes.
He said, how do you do that? How do you do that? So I showed him, and I said, okay, cool. It's the Artie echo.
And my
my wife uh, is an amazing, amazing, beautiful woman, and I'm always chasing her around the house. That's how beautiful she is. To this day, I'm still chasing her. But one of the people on this God's green earth that ever gave me a chance to go ahead and follow my dream in the time when the cupboards were bare
Mhm.
and there was nothing in the fridge. She still believed in me and she still stood by my side. So I could understand what Willie is feeling. We just completed 27 years married together. We've been together 30 something years. And all that time, she still respects what I do. And sometimes I ask why, but she respects what I do, but she stands behind me. And that's something that you only get once in your lifetime. And so, like Willie, I guess you got to really treasure that, man, because it's when lights are out, it'll be the memory you take with you.
Right.
And it'll be a wonderful, wonderful light.
Yeah, man. And I just have to agree with that. The way that you both look at your significant others, and I'm not talking about legit, Artie. I'm talking about your wife. Um,
No, that's lust. That's lust. When he gets out of the bathroom with the white socks, woo.
Listen, I have to tell you, you are an unsung hero in this community. The things that you write, when you always say to my newbies, and then you always sided with misfit, right? Can you please explain why you give the advice and why you sign it the way that you sign it?
In the business, uh, when I first started, I was laughed at. There were people saying things behind my back, and you know what the sad part is that I get to hear everything, and it doesn't hurt. It just makes me laugh. I'm like, to this day, I still hear things, and I'm like, why? It's ridiculous. But in those days, uh, when I first started, um, I had to uh, I had to start moving in a direction that self belief had to be the strength I had to pull out of a hat, and that's where I had to just go there and just keep going. It was just it was crazy in those days.
Right.
It was really crazy. I still remember those days. It
But
was
the good
crazy.
thing about it, the good thing about it is that you you absolutely shut anyone that ever doubted you, and now you're on social media and you write these great things to my newbies, and then it says sign misfit, and so what inspires you to
Well,
continue doing that?
the misfit is because of those days. A misfit was like someone who doesn't fit, a misfit, and so that's the relative meaning. But one of the things that misfit stands for is to allow other people to understand that even if you think that I'm a legend, I don't know why,
Hmm.
um, I'm still a misfit. Because there are people who don't want me to do what I do. I face that fact every day. They don't want me to do what I do, and I suck. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm writing. I don't know why I'm doing what I do, what my prices are. So I'm a misfit. And so a lot of the advice that I give are to people who are starting in the business, kids who I don't care what genre you're in. I don't write for a specific genre. I just tell it from the heart. I tell the truth as it is. Like Judy told me, you got to write a book.
Hmm. You
So
should.
a lot of the truths that I say on there are truths that were my truths as well. And so before I give an advice, I always remember there's four fingers pointing at me when I point at you.
Hmm.
And so that reminds me of understanding that these kids need an upper foot. They need an upper step and
Right.
somebody to tell them, hey, look out for this. When somebody strokes your back, it doesn't necessarily mean they're into you. There's an agenda. Just go out and be yourself. A lot of new kids don't understand that they can be themselves, that can do crazy things. Their next home in Paris could be a very weird song. It could be anything. It could be a Macarena song.
Hmm.
And for me, when I write to the Misfits, I'm writing not only to them but to myself as I was a young man, how I would speak to myself when I was 19 and opening up for major acts. And I have no idea why that happened, but
Mhm.
somebody named Eddie Rivera said I had talent. So I said, okay, cool. And so I wanted to be like an Eddie Rivera.
Well, and you are. And so this is the reason why we have this episode, to make sure that people understand that Artie is an unsung hero in our freestyle community, not because of being finishing school and having the patience to teach others, but for working with people that nobody sometimes wants to work with, or that they want to give them an opportunity to be recorded. And there are some that you talk about all the time. The Wicked One, Angela E, and there's others. You did compilations with Alex Latin Nation, where you show love to a lot of
Gave
artists that,
chances.
yeah, that
Yeah.
took chances with them.
I met Artie back in early 2000, and I recorded my first vocal session with him. And it was such a great time. It was a learning experience, and it allowed me to be more confident in myself and in my style and where I wanted to be in this music industry. Throughout the years, any moment and opportunity that I could meet up with him, I was always there, and I met up with him so many different times throughout the years and had great vocal sessions with him. It was always a learning experience. It was always a fun time. We laughed, we cried, we smiled, and all in all, ended up with great projects. And I can't thank you enough, Artie, for everything that you have done for me, for many other talents out there. We deeply appreciate you. We love what you do for us. We love how you bring out the best in us vocally, mentally. There is just a strong force that there's so much energy that you provide, and you help us. You encourage us. The level of encouragement that you provide. Anybody that has been in your sweatbox knows what it is for determination and ready for just anything, and preparedness, and you bring out the best in all of us and everybody that has worked with you. So I thank you from the bottom of my heart, along with all the other talents and acts and everybody that have been a part of this and been with you throughout your career. And again, to this, we pay homage to you, Artie. I love you. We love you. Thank you for everything, and may you continue to do so. And I look forward to having another session with you. Until next time, love, peace, and chicken grease. This is your boy, Ricky Baz, a.k.a. Ricardo Vazquez, a.k.a. the plus size model. Love you, Artie.
There was a time where you didn't belong on our radio station, and you melted our hearts with songs like Amame, and no one ever knows. There's so
You've
many.
actually discovered that song, Amame.
Yeah, if I had the chance, there are so many songs. Is that album still available for sale? The CD?
Somewhere out there, they're available. But I just want to interject for a second and just let you know there's a gentleman who's a construction worker. He wrote a song a long time ago, became a hit, and he was frustrated with not understanding how the legalities went about it. Now in his older age, and he looks fantastic. I hate him. His name is Serge, and I had a wonderful chance of working with this individual. And there then is a new vocal that I found. And so whenever you say something about the newbies and stuff like that, I hope that I continue to find new voices that maybe one of them may find their groove and their riches or whatever they want to be. And
Yeah,
for the most
and
part, it's
I,
tears and
I
gratitude.
yeah, I always tell them, like, if you follow the teachings of Artie Rodriguez, you wouldn't be upset when you are declined from spinning on my radio show, because he tells you, okay, so they're not going to play you. Go somewhere else. Somebody else will play you. Somebody else will give you an opportunity. And I love that. I love the fact that you can still inspire them to do their own thing. And Wicked One is one that I could say that he creates his own shows. He creates his own venues just so he can perform at his own venue. And you see him
The man
selling his.
said, let me tell you
Go
something.
ahead.
He gave me the number of the sales of his CD. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
He actually he's intent on listening to advice. He built his own website, gets 100% of his sales, and the numbers are amazing because he actually carries headphones and a bunch of CDs, and he flies because he's part of a union. He
Right.
flies he's a union rep. He carries those CDs and he tells people, listen to this. And they listen to it, and some of them really like it, and he sells a CD. He sold 5 units just by going back and forth. And if you don't understand what a unit is, people, that's pretty good sales for freestyle. Okay.
Right.
So he did that manually. It's like it's indicative of what Run DMC did from the back of their car. They sold
Yes.
records from the back of their car, and he's one of those individuals. I'm very proud of him. I call him family. Good man, good soul. He's a good man.
So Artie, I'm gonna end the episode right here. Are there any other words that you would like to share with your community? I want to celebrate you. This is the reason for the episode. But what would you like to say? Who would you like to celebrate?
I want to celebrate the new ones, the newcomers. You will be a misfit. You're the who the hell is this guy?
Right.
Guy. As soon as you step into something where somebody else is like shining a window and you're like shining it better, you're going to be a problem. And I'm going to tell you something. You need to step around the window and do the other side and keep going. If you're rejected, that's one rejection. It doesn't mean that you're a failure. If there's 2 rejections, it still means that you're not a failure. You just haven't found your voice. You have to understand that maybe somebody else may hear what you have and you need to shut up and listen. They may just tell you what you have. And I'm hoping and praying that brings them joy and happiness. And that every person that you meet in this business isn't your rivalry, isn't somebody who's your enemy. It's a God soul that was put in your path for you to enjoy and smile and laugh. So not everything has to be business. I can't have everything be business. I can't look at Willie and go, I freaking hate you because you produce. No, I'd rather say, hey, Willie, how did you do that bass line? Or walk around it.
Absolutely. In 2011, you did the same for Angel Mena, where he is a student of the game, and he went to you as a person that needed to complete finishing school, and you let him produce Lies, Angel Mena, Artie and Legit collaboration. And what a song. You know what I mean? The fact that you just allowed him to just, you did the same thing you did with Freddie the Edit, God rest his soul. Go finish this, go produce it, go do this. And you inspired him to launch NSR.
You know what happened with that song? I started playing a track, and I wrote the song while he was sitting here in the chair, and I just came up with the words right there. He went, "What?" And I said, "We're gonna do the song. It's gonna be a duet, so we're gonna do it." So lies, nothing but lies. So
love that song.
I gave him his parts. I said, "You do these parts, and I'll do these parts, and then we'll get legit, and then we'll get your partner. We'll put it together. We'll do a duet." I said, but I remember doing the drums and getting it all done and stuff like that. He had all these keyboard parts, and then he had that wonderful voice. I have such an affinity for his voice. He has an incredible voice, and when he sings effortlessly. So I hate him. But the thing is that I wrote it while he was sitting in this chair.
What does Artie Rodriguez mean to me? I mean, the man is more than just a friend. He's a brother. Has supported me every step of my career, encouraged me to step out of my comfort zone, and he's one of the main proponents and reasons that NSR has become what NSR has become. He's a great person to work with and to learn from. I learned a lot from him. Just a very talented individual who is loved by anyone and everyone who meets him. He touches everyone's heart in a way that
he will always, his presence leaves a mark in your life. When you meet Artie, you're not going to be the same ever again. And I say that in a great way. The man he's just an amazing person. And I'm lucky and I'm humbled to count him as a friend, a mentor, and a brother.
I love Legit. He sounded so good. I called you. I was like, Legit sounds great. So it's like, because I always give him a hard time. And Legit sounds great. But look, I want to humbly say that I am lucky to have you in my life. As a person that I can speak to at any time. I can just pick up the phone call. I mean, I pick up the phone and call you.
Anytime.
And the fact that you love me unconditionally, no matter what information people bring you that's factual or not factual, you always carry the love you have for me visible everywhere, social media, in public, on text. And so I thank you for being one of my biggest supporters. And I'm glad that we got to connect today to celebrate you, because you need to be celebrated right now for all the great things that you do, especially behind the scenes, helping people in the freestyle community and in all other communities. And I'm so glad that you're going to be doing movies.
Yeah, I also have another Artie and Legit song that I just finished writing. And I'm going to be doing something that I haven't done in a while, a couple of duets, just a couple. But I have a solo song that I haven't done in a while and I haven't done. And I'm going to be 60 in October. So 60 is a huge number for me.
I was here when you turned 50 and we did a top 10 Artie for your 50th birthday. Yes.
Thank you. I still remember that. Before I hit 60, I want to get these projects done and hopefully get them out and do another Artie and Legit thing. And we have other things going on, and we're just praying that everything turns out that way. It's about time to go out there and just hug the public with our hearts.
I can't wait for the bundles. It'll be the CD, a cassette, Metamucil, and some Depends. It's gonna be the Artie and Legit
with white socks.
It'll be the Artie and Legit Depend-thongs. You know what I mean? So,
you know what? You're helping me with this. So you know what we're gonna do is so we'll put out in the CD package. We'll put out a little pair of shorts and little white socks, and then a woman's stall with little chancletas.
The Legit and Artie and Legit bundle. Listen, Artie, I love you. Artie, I love you, and I can't wait to listen to your new music. And we will talk to you soon. I can't wait to see you at Puerto Rican festivals at 60, jumping off the stage to see if your hip is going to hold up.
I would be honored. I love you. Look, I'm touching the screen. I'm wanting to touch you. I love you.
I love you too. For CPR's Clubhouse Live, this is Freestyle Unsung, Artie Rodriguez. Artie, I love you, and we'll talk soon.
Sounds good, baby.
Hey, what's up, man? This is me, Wil More. I just want to come in here for a moment to give homage to a good friend of mine, Arsenio Rodriguez, a.k.a. Artie Rodriguez. I just want to say, my brother, it's been a pleasure all these years, man, that we've known each other and worked, doing projects and unfinished projects. But, you're a perfectionist, bro, and I love that from you. Bro, I miss you. And thank you for the good times that we had, the laughters. Bro, I mean, anybody that's worked with you, they know how you are. Bro, you have my number, man. And I know we don't talk much, but I just want to say, and I want to come in here just to say that I respect you. I respect your work, my brother. Love you. And thank you for the many years that you have given me and you, and the fellas that we all hung out with. And thank you, man. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to actually get to know you and be part of your life, man. And thank you also for having me being part of the Artie and Friends.
Yo, what's up, fam? This is Kenny. Most of y'all know me as Roca from Tres X and Roque Trigueño. Just wanted to take a minute to recognize a true pioneer great artist, producer, and most importantly, a true friend and professional. Thank you for all the great years of music, support, and positive vibes, my brother. May God keep blessing you and your family, Artie. Love you, bro. You sexy beast. Roca, over and out.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Jose Montalvo from the group LSP, and I'm here to talk a little bit about Mr. Artie Rodriguez and what he's meant to the group and to each of us individually. First and foremost, if you ever have the chance to work with him, I suggest you do so. He is very talented, very easy to work with. He'll make your session unbelievable. He is not only a producer, he's also a vocal coach. He's an inspiration to everybody who's ever worked with him. And I highly recommend working with Artie, especially if it's your first time. He'll make the whole process simple, funny, adventurous at times with the way he works with you, but overall you will be extremely satisfied with the outcome. What I love about him is that he makes you work. He does not like fixing vocals. He makes it very clearly, so you have to work for the outcome. That's a blessing because many times the way you sound on the record will be how you sound in live. And if you sound great on the record, you'll be sounding great live and vice versa. So truly recommend him. What he's done for LSP is taking us from a group of being together, working on our music, to what we like to call professionals these days, where we take extreme pride, and that's all due to his guidance. From how we perform, how we look, all through it, the process, he teaches it to you at really no charge. He just sits there, and as long as you're willing to learn, he's willing to teach, and that's something you're not going to find anywhere. What he's done for me is he's heard my voice. He's told me, stop hiding it. I, for many years, chose to not listen, and mainly because I was afraid of making mistakes. But he showed me it was okay to make mistakes. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you become a better person overall. And that teaching goes from music into life and straight through. What I did with There's Nothing Left to Say, so now it's unbelievable, the growth. You can't expect much more than what I've done in the little time I've done it. And I owe it all to Mr. Artie Rodriguez for believing, for pushing, for everything that he's done. And that's what he does. He takes you and brings the best of you out, no matter what. No matter how bad you think things are going to be, he will push you until you get something that you're going to say, wow. That's who he is, an inspiration to all of us. And I'm so grateful that I've had this music journey with him, and I continue to look forward to new projects. So, Mr. Artie Rodriguez, thank you so much for being who you are.
Hey, everyone. It's Habla Unique Latina. I was asked to share my experience with working with a great friend of mine's, Artie Rodriguez. Artie Rodriguez is one of the most sweetest and kindest souls I've been blessed to work with for many years. I met Artie through a good friend of mine, Savior, back in 2009, and we began working together ever since. Best decision I've ever made. We built a great friendship and trust over the years. He's a true professional in his work and creativity, and has always put his heart and soul into each and every musical project release. He's loved by all of his children. We all love him dearly. I'm so thankful to God for blessing us with such an amazing, talented music producer, great friend who has a great soul and is very passionate at what he does. I've learned a lot in this business from my greatest mentor. Thank you, Father. We love you.
What's up, everybody out there? I'm Angel Live. I just want to say I'm honored to be here putting this little document together for Artie Rodriguez, our friend, our mentor, our producer. This man is amazing from the heart and always in the move, always for the music, the genre, the entertainment, people's happiness. That's Artie right there. I'm gonna tell you the story. I'm gonna share with you the story when I first got in the studio with Artie. I was really worried about working with Artie because I knew everyone was gonna hear it. It's not like if you meet somebody in your neighborhood that does beats and you go in the studio and make a song, you and them will hear it. Probably a couple people in the block will hear it before you push it, and then your city will hear it. Artie was gonna hear it. Everyone's digging into them legend files. So I knew, oh man, everyone's gonna hear this, you know what I'm saying? Well, when I was in the studio, we got the song going, and he was being a coach. He was being very cool, just motivating, you know what I'm saying? Just making you feel good and just pushing your buttons, pushing you and making you deliver. That's what it's about, that drive, that's that producer. So we made a good hit and got more coming your way. But that's Artie's energy, man. That's legendary. Artie, thank you for the music, the memories, the community that you helped put together. Look at everybody, all of us, legends, new school. Look at you, creating, idol maker. Artie Rodriguez, saludo, gracias para todos. Everybody out there, keep freestyle alive. Peace and love.
So this video is for Artie Rodriguez, my producer, my mentor, also known as the misfit of freestyle. So what can I say about Artie? Artie's the man when it comes to music producing, when it comes to getting the best quality out of an artist, when it comes to getting the best overall vocals out of an artist. Artie has taken my vocals to places that I've never been to. He's made me use my voice, and for that I appreciate and I am honored. Artie, we met almost 40 years ago when I used to work for B-Boy Records. Bill Camara signed you as the first freestyle artist. And who knew that I made a complete circle and now I'm working with you. You're my producer. You are loved by so many people. Myself, my partner Peter. You're always saying hello to Peter. Love you, Artie. And you've taken me to where I am right now, and hopefully in the future we're going to still work together. I enjoy all your tidbits. When in the studio you come in there and say, use this, open your mouth, sing ugly, and say, who knew singing ugly works, Artie. But you know what, on this day that you're being honored, I am blessed and I am honored to be in your presence, Artie. I'm very humbled. Thank you for what you do, and I hope that you have more years of producing music. You're loved by so many people. We're your children. You're our father. So to Artie Rodriguez, my friend, the misfit, I love you. We all love you.
Saludos, mi gente. It's your boy DJ Sav, aka SavierFlores.com. I would like to say a couple great things about Artie Rodriguez. Artie Rodriguez is one of the persons that is very versatile when it comes down to music, and he works inside and outside, out of the booth. He put his heart into his soul and his music. I mean, it's amazing. If you have seen videos of people recording every time his session, it's the magic and the spark is like out of control. It's just on point. I mean, he really goes into it. It goes beyond expectations always in every production. And vocal abilities. He helps you out. He does everything possible to make a great record. And that's what you want always as an artist. And he gives you ideas. He gives you so many great tools. You learn from him, and he does an amazing job. With that said, we have done freestyle, we have done house music, we have done pop, some reggae, and so forth. We've done so many great projects together, and it will continue. God bless you, Artie. We love you. Keep doing your thing. Man, the man is incredible. God bless you. Ciao. Xavier.